All right, welcome to Google Slides. Here's a quick rundown on a few basic tools. The first thing you want to do is make sure that you're comfortable with the layout while you're editing. So sometimes you want to get a little bit closer to your work. Sometimes you want to make sure you can see the whole thing. But if you want to look at a specific area, maybe on this one here, I just want to look inside one of these. I can click on the magnifying glass and show just that sort of space. Oh, there we go. But now, okay, I'm zooming out. The next thing I want to show you would just be making a text box. So if I'm in this, for instance, and I want to make a text box, I click text box and click down once, or I can drag it and it will show me the specific area I want my text to be in. So let's say here I put Toronto, all right, and I can highlight this whole piece and I can insert, increase the size. I can make it bold, I can make it italicized, underline, change the color, I can change the font. Now, so center aligning would mean I can move it there. If I want it in the middle here, I would click on this one right here. So if I move this up, it will also adjust. And there's some spacing things as well you can do. The next thing we have is slide layouts. So if you click here, you can add a new slide. And if you click on the arrow, you can find the different sort of layouts that they have. You can also change a layout based on just going to here to layout and change the layout as well. All right, so ruler, if you have view ruler on, show ruler, you can drag a ruler out and that will give you guidelines for whatever you're trying to work on so that everything's even or aligned. So let's start with the shape. So if I wanted to make a shape like this Polaroid, I can click on shape and I can go ahead and drag and that makes the shape. But if I wanted to make a perfect even aspect ratio for a square, I would click on this, hold shift, and that would help me make a perfect square. So I can go ahead and change the stroke, which is the outline of it, and I can make it thicker. I can also just take it away altogether. I can make the shape black. I can also add text inside of it, and you can also link it if you wanted to. So I can link this shape, also known as a button, with this chain link, and I can link it to a different slide if I wanted to link this to slide 3 or 4, or whatever else. And click apply. Okay, so the next thing is just inserting media. So you can go ahead and go to insert. You can insert an image through all of these different ways. You can insert audio, that's MP3 files from your Google Drive. You can insert video from Google Drive or YouTube. But right now, I've got a few images I will put in here. A few images I took a couple of years ago. So here's Toronto, for instance. And if I move this here now, I notice I want to put into that little box. I have to double click. If I click one time, it shows me the blue outline. Double click, it gives me the black little tabs that I can now move. So if I move just the black tab and all this is faded, it shows me what would be cropped. I don't want that. I want it to move all the way to this corner here. And then I want to adjust by holding shift and fixing my image. And there you go. So that's how you can put that in. Let's try another image. Let's another one around Riverside. So if I move this, you can see that red line there. That shows me that this image I'm moving is the same exact line as the top image. So double click inside, move a corner tab so it fits evenly inside here. And now look, again, I have this white space I don't want. I double click. I don't want to move this because it's going to squish the image. So now I need to take the corner, hold shift, and that will make it evenly done. So there you go. Let's add another picture. Try that again. Here we go. Drag and drop. I got a picture now. I don't want it to be just taking up that space. I want it to be full. Double click. Drag this tab down. And then now I'm going to drag this corner out. And so a bunch of this is faded, but this is what's going to show. So I'm going to go ahead and move this so I can see more of the CN Tower. And there you go. Those are some of the basics for Google Slides.